Hello, this is a quick demo of Pixlr. It's made by Autodesk. They make great stuff and this is free. You can tell there's some inspiration from Photoshop in the interface. Um, I'm going to open an image from my hard drive. Again, this is a web-based tool, so it is internet dependent. Um, you can do typical resizing. For instance, I'm going to resize this image down a little bit. It's a little large. It only shows you pixels and not inches, so a good rule of thumb is there's about 72 pixels per inch, depending on the resolution, but that's a good rule of thumb. Um, Shortcuts are similar to Photoshop. If I do a Control-0, it will show me the actual pixels. Here's that shortcut, Control-0. It supports layers over here. I can create new layers. I can drag a layer to the new layer icon to make a new, or to make a duplicate of that layer. It supports layer masking, if you're familiar with that. The text support is pretty good. It does support all of the fonts you have in your system. Also, if there is some context sensitive right clicking. If you right click on the actual image, it just shows you the flash menu, but if you right click over here on the layers palette, it does give you a menu. It supports layer styles. They're a little bit more limited, but they do exist on there, so you can still do some neat things with it. Again, it's not Photoshop, but man, you can do a lot of neat things with it. The filters that it gives you, I'm going to do this on the background. They're a little different than Photoshop, but they do have some new ones that Photoshop does not have. For instance, this night vision. Hit OK there. I'm going to do a little vignette, which is kind of that even more fade around the edge. And it updates in real time, as you can see. And a lot of the tools are similar as well. You're a little limited on your selection tools, but again, it's free. Okay. And you can save this in multiple ways. MEO is Autodesk's free image hosting, where you can get a direct URL, which is pretty cool. But I'm going to just save it right to my computer. You can drag your JPEG quality size around. It even tells you the file size right there. It gives you some other formats, PNGs, which supports transparency, or a PXD, which I'm guessing is just like a PSD in Photoshop, where you can keep your layers in that, so you can come back later and still have your layers. I'm just going to save this as a JPEG right to my computer, call it 6, and that's it. Enjoy Pixlr.